Hello my friends. Today we will discuss the importance of the charcoal or charwood. For me it's of essential importance this type of material, and to know how to use it and to find it, to treat and to make the charwood and charcoal. We will also discuss the difference between the two materials, when one is better and when the pros and cons of these two materials. And anyway, I use them all during all the year in the summer, and because I use them with a magnifier lens, and also in winter you can use them in a sunny day of winter. But anyway, you can always use them, and learning how to use them very well is really important in bushcraft activities and survival activities. So stay with me and let's see. For example, when you can find a material like this, wood like this, which is fluffy and punk wood, really soft to the touch. This is a good material to make a charwood. Should be rotten, but you see, this is rotten, but it can be used to make a charwood, perfect charwood. In this case, it's a bit thin. This type is thin, and so when you put it inside to make charwood, it will become thinner, and so it's too thin to use. But the type of material is perfect. I'm sure I will find another piece, thicker piece, this thick of material, and I will show you a better example of this. This other piece is perfect for our purpose, so we will use it to show the method. This piece of log here is another good example. When you can put your fingernail inside like this and leave a sign on it, it's perfect material to make charwood. You can grab it and use it. This is perfect material to make charwood. You use charwood or charcoal, you also need a good material to make a bird nest. Material like this is perfect. You see, it's really dry stuff, and it's really good to make a bird nest, a good bird nest. Material like this, like that, or even as you have seen me do, you can find, let's see if I can find it one right now. Let's see, one of these vines that are perfect to catch the sparks. It's a type of vine here. You put it to dry on the sun. You grab the pieces that are dry enough. You see? And with this you can make a good bird nest, perfect bird nest. You see? Personally, I usually prefer charwood to charcoal. That's because I always find it along the way on my trail or my path. I always find some piece of wood, that punky wood, that could be used to make charwood. On the contrary, you have to use cotton, and even if it's not difficult to find an old t-shirt to use it, and it's true that a t-shirt will last many pieces of charcloth. So it's not a matter of finding the material, but for me it's easier, because I use a piece to start my fire, and then I grab another piece along the way to use the next time. While I usually forget to take a piece of cotton with me to make charcloth. And also for me it's better charwood, because in my experience it will last a bit more, because it will develop a bigger amount of heat inside the burn nest, the charwood. And so it's important, because when you blow inside the burn nest to let the oxygen flow, it's really important to make the piece of charwood or charcloth last long enough to make the burn nest catch fire. So for me, is even if it's a bit more difficult to make to use charwood, and you need just a bit more experience than a charcloth, but it will last more inside the burn nest. So for me it's a better choice, but it's only a matter of taste, I guess. Anyway, it's true that the charcloth is much easier to catch the spark, or even to use it with the magnifier lens exposed to the sun. Unfortunately, this today is a bit late, and I'm not sure if I will get in time to use the magnifier lens and show you the process, but it's also important to know that even with your fire steel, is really useful to understand the importance of charcloth or charwood, because with a single spark of the fire steel you will catch for sure the charwood, and so your fire steel will last a lot much longer if you use the charwood instead of trying to start the fire just with the fire steel. So it's important even with a fire steel. Then you can use it with flint and steel, and with other methods, using the spine of your knife, if it's a high carbon steel. You have many methods to start the fire with charcloth or charwood. Even with the stones. I did it once, just once. You have to find the right stones, and to be honest with you, just a friend of mine showed me the right type of stone to use, and I'm not sure that I will find that type. I will recognize that type of stone even if I see it. So you have to learn the stones to use them to make sparks. Charwood or charcloth, you just need something like this in steel with a small hole here to let the oxygen flow. And then you put your piece or charwood or your piece of cotton inside, and you put it inside the fire. Or eventually, if you use, like me in this case, oven stove, you will put it on the oven stove. Let's do it. You see, I've lost a piece, this piece. I will make it with a piece of this that I always bring with me. Okay. That's it. Now, this is our, let's call it burnet. Okay. As I said, it's a bit too late for the sun to start it with my magnifier lens. So I will use, I guess I will use a fire still. You see? Now, you just, with no hurry at all, you just put it inside, like this, and you blow. You see that the smoke is already coming out from there. The process is really simple. Okay. And now we just simply put the wood on the fire. I'm using dry roots to start the fire because they work pretty well. And you can put these pieces that we have found along the way inside here like this. Simply like this. As you will see, it will shrink a lot during the process. The whole process will last less than half an hour. When you don't see the smoke coming out anymore, the process is done. You see the smoke? The good part is that you won't have to be too precise with the time. It's also important that you don't open this piece of steel before it will cool down, because otherwise the charwood or the charcloth will take fire in the moment that you expose it to the oxygen. For me the process is completed, so let's leave it to cool down. I will show you later, and now let's boil some water and have some good tea at the sunset. You see, this is the material you need to start your fire. Let's enjoy together the sunset, the last shadow of the day. Eating some cookies with the tea. You know, guys, even a small hobo stove like this can give you some heat. Not in full winter, but eventually in this season that it's warm enough, you can use it to warm yourself a bit. Seems that we have some company here. Let's see if I can show you without scaring the wild animals. Stay with me. You see? There. My dog is not happy at all of this new company. Anyway, let's go back to our small fire camp, improvised fire camp, and let's wait and let's have our tea. Meanwhile, the sun has gone down completely. This place is full of goats. But they don't attack humans unless you provoke them too much. I like to enjoy this part of the day when everything calms down and you don't have anything else to do. You can enjoy your time without any hurry. I think everybody needs to have some of this time for himself. And it's not difficult to have it. It's just that sometimes we have to use to the comforts, and so when you finish the work, you finish your day at work, it's easier to lay down on the bed or in front of the TV and don't get out, don't go out. But sometimes you really miss something special. If you, with just that bit of effort more, you can get a lot of beauty. See you soon, my friends.